How's it going, y'all? This is Chef Vern with Real Deal Cooking. And so anyways, we're doing steak au poivre today. And it's a real fancy dish, and then basically I season them with crushed black pepper and salt on both sides real heavily. And so anyways, you see this pan is smoking. And basically, I'm using grapeseed oil. It has a real high content, it's real flavorful, and it's real mild, so we're going to pour some of this in here. And basically, I'm using a smaller skillet today, really nice. You can see right here. They're aged for 14 days, so in the freezer section, you get 5 for like $9, so that's $1.80 a steak. I mean, you can't beat it, so we're going to try these. And I think they're going to be really, really good, so anyways, and then we got garlic. We're going to add garlic, and we're going to deglaze it with brandy, or you got cognac, you can do that. So anyways, we're going to kind of zhuzh the pan around and get that oil going. And we're also going to make a sauce with this, so we got a whole bunch of different components. It's going to be easy, it's going to be good. And so anyway, Chef Vern is not going to let you down. So, these are very thin steaks, the ones I showed you before. They're very thin. And they're going to take like maybe a minute per side, because you want a medium rare to rare. You know, I like medium rare. In other words, you want to cut them open, they're going to be pink inside. So we're going to just, and that's what you want to hear. See right here? You want to hear that sizzling sound. That means that pan's hot, that oil's hot, and we're going to sear it really quickly, and we're going to get those flavors, you know, we're going to sear it really quickly, and of course the flavor's going to caramelize in there, and so like a minute. So anyways, and the sauce is going to be, I'm going to do a stock-based sauce. So after we sear all these steaks, what's left, we're going to deglaze it with the brandy, which means the little stuff on the bottom. This is how you deglaze it. Now you could use broth. If you're not like a brandy flavor or cognac, you know, fan, or you don't drink liquor, just use this broth, which I'm using. The broth is a Pioneer brand, like the gravy I like. And it's an au jus sauce. And these are the same thing as the gravy. They're 88 cents. They're really cheap. And I mixed it with 2 cups of water here. And so, anyways, I'm going to use that. And you could deglaze the pan with the stock, but of course I like liquor. And so I'm going to deglaze the pan with brandy. So anyways, this has been about a minute. And I'm going to go ahead and turn that over. And you can see that beautiful steak there. See how it caramelized? It got really dark. Because it's such a high temperature. And then I got a foil. So after I got this foil right here. So after we get the steak out, we're going to let it rest. That's the most important thing, is letting the steak rest. Because if you don't let it rest, all the juices will run out or ruin it. And plus, we got to make our pan sauce, so we got to let this rest for at least 15 to 20 minutes. So, anyways, yeah, this one's beautifully done. So we're gonna take this steak out. See how quick that was? It probably wasn't even a, you know, it's probably like 30 seconds on each side. So anyways, so I got this other steak here, and I'm going to show you the difference, because this is probably about a ½ an inch to 1 inch. And like I said, this is the chuck. And so we're going to, these are going to take a little longer to cook. Of course, I like mine rare to medium rare, so cook them to however you like your steak. But it's better to get thicker steaks and cook them. So I mean that's gonna be really, really good. And so anyways, I get these seared up, and I'll see you back in just a little bit. Peace out. So we're back with Chef Vern, and so I got all those steaks seared off, and I'm letting them rest right now. So anyways, what I'm going to do is we're going to deglaze the pan, and basically that's, remember I told you I got the brandy? So basically the first part of it, because flavor. And if you don't like liquor, then the au jus sauce, you can just deglaze it with that and keep on going, and you know, and do the rest of the recipe. So anyways, we're going to put that in there, and you see and so anyways, this is the perfect tool. You want to scrape all that goodness off this pan. And that's what deglazing is. You're just trying to scrape all that goodness off the pan. So anyways, now, I was at Walmart and I was telling my friend of mine over at Walmart how to do this recipe. And she asked, oh, can I put onions in it? So yeah, we're going to do a half an onion. And so basically, this is the time you're going to put the onion in. After you deglaze the pan. And so anyways, we're just going to chop this up. And of course, I love onions, so I don't want to chop it too small. So we're going to throw the onions in there. Because, you know, onion, I don't think the onion is real traditional in the normal. But guess what? We love onions. And you know what? I was surprised because most people just, you know, follow the recipe. They don't ask if you can do this. And I was like, sure you can, you know, because cooking is not an exact science. You can add and subtract and do what you want to do. I mean, you know, have fun with it. Add or take away ingredients, you know. You know, and if you don't like onion, don't put the onion. You know, you don't like this. But if you really have people that like the onion flavor, I got a great tip for you. Instead of chopping that onion up, put that onion in the blender and puree it with this au jus sauce. And guess what? They're going to love the flavor, but they never know you used real onion. So, I mean, you got to do little hints like that. And if you like onion and your kids don't, that's a perfect tool right there. Anything that your kids or your husband and your wife don't like, but they like the flavors, take it, puree it, put it with the sauce or broth, puree it, and then add it and make a sauce out of it. It's going to be banging. Very, very banging, baby. So, they're going. And so, we got that pan up. And so, to make a rich sauce, and I got the Pioneer, and I put in 2 cups of water. See how dark that is? I mean, that's better than stock, baby. For 88 cents. Come on. Water's free. So, we're going to add this in the pan. I mean, it's bubbling away. You see that? And so, basically, we're adding this in here. And we're going to let that bubble up. So when this comes to a bubble, it's really fast, and we're going to add the cream in. But before we add the cream in, please subscribe. Woo-hoo. And so anyway, so we got this baby going. It's starting to bubble. So I think we're going to add some cream right now, which I hope you like. Well, I'll show you at the end, but it's really, it's just like a high, super bubble. Or super bowl. Sorry. Bubble. Yes, I know. So we're going to add this cream in here. And when you're happy with the thickness, guess what? Put our little steaks, put the steaks back in. Whatever you want to do. It's Chef Vern, cooking is what you want it to be. It's not exact science. If you don't like an ingredient that's in there, take it out. If you want to add something to it, put it in. This Chef Vern saying, I will see you next time. Have a great weekend. And peace out, babies.